Hey, what's up ladies and gents, SpoonyPizzas here, back with another eFootball 2024 video. Today we're going to be looking at these three legends, David Beckham, Makelele and Thomas Rosicky. And I'm going to show you how I would level these three players. But looking at this pack, they've also got Rosicky, Caicedo, who also interest me as well. So let's take a look at David Beckham first. So he is pretty slow, but he's a cross specialist, and that means he's going to hug the touchline. So if you've got a big tall striker in the box, he could be very useful, but you have to play a formation that really suits it. I think you can't really avoid having less than 5 players in midfield with cross specialists, in my opinion, because what happens is they play so far out wide that on the counter attack you're going to get hammered through the middle and teams are going to be able to cut through you very easily. And this is how he looks with the booster effect on, so you get a boost to his finishing, set piece taking, curling and kicking power. And I think when we do this build, I think we're going to have to increase his kicking power to make his crosses even more deadly, which is going to boost his speed. So we're going to then focus on his acceleration, not too much because we still want to get that lofted pass and possible curling ability even higher, but he definitely needs to boost to his tight possession as well, otherwise he's going to feel terrible in possession of the ball. Taking a look at his player skills: one touch passing, through passing, weighted passing, pinpoint crossing, low lofted passing, all useful to have. And like I said, if you do play him in that central midfield area, which is probably going to be his best position, if in all honesty, especially online, then he's going to offer a real threat outside the box. He's going to be able to dictate the play from that central midfield area. So this is how I would level David Beckham. Now let's just take a look at these stats with the booster effect and the +2 manager bonus, so you're going to see exactly what you're going to get with this build. So I boosted the shooting to get that curling ability up to 99, passing level 6 to boost that lofted pass up to 98, dribbling ability 14 because I really want to boost that tight possession that enables you to play him in the central midfield area, 8 for dexterity to give him a boost to his balance, and then 9 for lower body strength to boost that kicking power to 90, making his crosses even more deadly if you do play him in the wide area. And also with the long range drive and long range shooting, that's going to give you a real nice boost to his shooting abilities from range because he's got long ball ranger and he's got long ball expert. Next up, let's take a look at Makelele. So this is how his base stats look at him with the booster applies. He's going to get boosted defensive awareness, tackling, speed and stamina. Looking at his player skills, he's got one touch passing, low lofted passing. I would try and get weighted passing and through passing ideally because you need to play between the lines, but he has got interception. You may want to try and get blocker as well as an additional player skill. So this is how I would level him. Now I'm going to apply the booster effect and the +2 manager bonus just to see how that looks. So what you're going to get here with this build is you're going to get a pretty quick player across the ground, 83 speed, 82 acceleration. He's also going to be pretty physical as well with 87 physical contact and 94 balance. That's going to make him very, very tricky to get off the ball. He's got some great defensive abilities right here, and also his tight possession is good enough to make him mobile in midfield, and he's got some decent passing stats as well. If you wanted to sacrifice the passing ability, you could boost that speed and acceleration, but I think 83 and 82 in midfield is more than enough to chase down most players with the ball. But without through passing and blocker, it's going to be hard to recommend this player in my opinion. So you definitely need those from the available player skills. If you get those, then you've got a hell of a player on your hands. But this is not the best Makelele that's been available. And finally, Thomas Rosicky, who plays for Arsenal, creative playmaker. This is how his stats look without any sort of boost. And now we're going to apply the booster effect. You can see that ball control, dribbling, tight possession and low passing all get a nice boost here. Take a look at his player skills. He's got one touch passing, through passing, weighted passing, which makes him the perfect creative playmaker. He's got first time shot, long range shooting, knuckle shot. So he's going to be a threat from range as well. So we want to try and, when we think about blending the stats, we want to take that into consideration. So he's a passer as well as a player who can hit the ball from range. And whilst he's got soul control and cut behind and turn, he's not exactly a skiller. So this is what it looks like with my leveling. Now I'm going to apply the booster effect and the +2 manager bonus, and this is what you're going to get from Thomas Rosicky. So you're going to have a nice balance of speed and acceleration, decent kicking power for shooting from range. We have some good low passing stats to play those killer through balls, as well as some good tight possession, ball control, dribbling, making him feel very, very nice on the ball, and decent balance as well to boot. Didn't focus too much on his finishing because at the end of the day, when you're shooting from range, the finishing stat isn't as important as the kicking power. But if you do break into the box, inside the penalty box, 75 finishing is usually more than adequate because the keepers are pretty much non-existent at close range. So that is the best David Beckham available. That is the best Thomas Rosicky available. There are better versions of Makelele, but yeah, let me know down in the comments if you get any of these three players, what you think of them and how you spec them. And also, if you pick up Caicedo or Rosicky, be interested to hear your thoughts about those two as well. Until next time guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.